Oh, okay, we're live now. Good
Good
morning.
morning, good evening, good afternoon. Take it away.
Wherever you are in the world of darkness, except the werewolf who are in the Amazon. Uh, Welcome to, Street Magic, mage venue, where, Violet had a very interesting day. She got a message from somebody that she didn't really know, and then Naomi talked about them being some kind of watchers, something like that. They talk about Harpy, and then certain words were said, and she fell hard, crashing onto her own mental walls, as she didn't had such a hard experience in a very very long time, and thought she thought she was much stronger than this. But so Naomi brought back a very distraught and ventilating Violet, who have pretty much her mascara completely ruined, as the color are drenched all over her face, and she still bears small blood marks where well, she hurt herself while she was in in one of her PTSD reminiscence, and Naomi put her down on the bed before going out, leaving her to the care of Daisy, and I think this is where we will start our scene.
Daisy will sort of just be hanging out. She's gotten a bit more agency lately and has even braved wandering around the chantry occasionally. As Violet makes her way in and definitely looks like hell, a bit of concern will wash over Daisy's face as she very quickly kind of half runs over to her. Are you okay? Did you get hurt?
Uh, uh, she 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 just gives a weak smile. She puts her brave face on, even if, all the state of her face speaks plainly of her well-being. I It's okay. I happens sometimes. I you know Memories. It just flash back without much control. Shit, I look like a mess.
She sort of nods. Yes, I have many memories as well. What happened? What reminded you of the bad things?
She she said, uh, as she's trying to collect herself. We're just having a conversation, and I tested her food. Uh, was was nice, and then she said, "Thank you for being my test subject," and just flashed, like, just in front of my eyes, and I saw I saw them back. Doctors just raising me, putting new new information, and raising it again after a few minutes things just to get things right.
Daisy'll reach over and pull Violet into a hug. I don't think there are doctors here anymore. That they're all gone. It's just me and you and Naomi, Ginger, that other girl. None of us are doctors, I don't think. She's trying to be comforting, but it's clearly not something she's very practiced at.
Yeah. I guess it's pretty much the put arm around people. Ah, yes, I have seen this on TV. Pat, pat, kind of interaction, I guess. And mm, hmm, I think I will make a willpower test. She managed to hold, but she will still, after a few seconds of probably a little bit of shock, because, well, Daisy is not necessarily very mm, affectuous in her behavior, and she will uh, she will return the hug, as she will squeeze Daisy against her. Yeah, they're they're not they're not here. They're, they're gone, even if the others are outside. It's just us now.
Daisy'll continue to like pat her and stroke her hair.
Thanks. I I need it.
Yeah. The bad things happen to us, but they're not happening anymore. So I think as long as we try to always know that, it'll be okay, right?
And she she perks she perks up as she she hears a way of speaking that's definitely definitely different, because, well, Daisy just said "I think," which people would say it's not much, but considering how Daisy's been for the past month after being brought back to the Chantry, that's that's quite of an improvement from "What do you want to do? I don't know. You tell me what I think I should do." And she she will take a tissue as she wipes her eyes. Yeah, I as I told you, I won't let anybody hurt you again. But
I will not let anybody hurt you.
and she she will smile at that. how how are you feeling? You're you feel more you feel more confident.
I I'm trying to be functional.
Mm. Ah, yes, of course.
And Daisy will take Violet's hand and she'll lead her to her room
Mm.
where she starts rifling through some things under her bed that look as if they've been hidden from the otherwise untouched room. And she pulls out a messy pastel drawing made up of smeared colors and stick figures in various colors, and she hands it to Violet. I made this. And she starts pointing to the stick figures. This is you, and this is Naomi, and this is Ginger, and this is me. And she points to like a big black smear. And we're leaving the bad place together.
And okay, just 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 for laughing, is is basically Violet of of purple color and Ginger is
Yes,
orange.
Violet's purple, Ginger is orange, Naomi is black, and Daisy drew herself as an actual Daisy.
And she she will she will actually she will actually smile because as as much as well, it's a very basic drawing, but she remembers how difficult it's been to not necessarily teach Daisy color patterns and composition of a drawing, but generally she was more focused on following instructions rather than doing something of her own. And probably since, well, 2 good hours, she will actually smile. Oh, sweetie, that's good. That's I really like it. You- when did you made it?
I worked really hard on it for a few days to try to make what was in my head happen on the paper. But I didn't know if anyone wanted to see it. But it I wanted to show you because it's proof that we left the bad place.
And she will put the drawing on the table, and she will take both of Daisy's hand. Honey, you, if you want, if you want to do things, you don't have to hide them. You don't have to put them away thinking that nobody would want to see it. If you make something, even if you just try, I would want to see it, and I'm sure that neither Naomi or Ginger wouldn't want to see it. What you did, that's that's really good. I remember when I first started to draw, it it was it was liberating because I thought I thought that those those people that I thought where my parents had died, and this was I made, and she she will she will actually raise a finger like wait just a second, and she will actually go back to her room, which is just next, and get a very old book, very old book that is that has seen better days. The page seems to have been used a lot, and she will open the first page, which show drawings that are pretty much of the same nature as daisies, with a little stick figure leaving leaving a big white building with a big H made with a lot of red. I I did this when I first left. I wanted to make something to show that I was leaving the bad place.
What is this?
What does she point out?
Hmm? Oh, she
What is
just
she
points to
pointing
like
out?
the whole thing as she's looking at it.
You mean the book of drawing?
Hmm.
Hmm. And she will actually guide uh, Daisy to uh, to her bed, where she will she will sit and put the book between their laps, opening it. It's it's a book that was given to me uh, when I left the hospital. They said they said that expressing expressing yourself was good for you. It helped to sometimes put things on paper that you can't really express, or you find difficult to talk about. And she will flip through the pages. One of them show her uh, the little stick figure in a house with two other greater stick figure, but seeming isolated from the others. She turns. There's another picture with a courtyard from a school, and again she is alone with a crowd. And as the page pass through, the style gets a little bit more uh, precise, and the little stick figure that seems to be taking the color violet uh, seems to get closer to people as she continues to explain. And after after a while, well, I continued. That's why I like to draw. That's why I like to paint, because it helps. It helps me to, even if it took me a lot of time to make the things that I have in my head looks exactly as they look like in there. It was it was good for me. Would you, as she thinks, would you like a blank one? But you complete by yourself.
Would that be okay?
I have I have a lot of them, sweetie. I have a lot of them. I mean, you've seen me. I draw almost all the time. I use a lot of books. You can have you can have your own with your own set of color crayons, and you can put whatever you want in it. That's pretty much the purpose of a book like that. And nobody's gonna judge you for what you put in there.
Well, if it's not a burden, I like to draw.
And she will she will squeeze Daisy's hand. You're not a burden to me. You shouldn't hesitate to ask me if if there are things you want, things that you want to know, or if you want to talk to some of the girls that works with me. You're not a burden, Daisy.
Mm, she just kind of nods. Okay. I try not to be.
And she she chuckles a little bit, thinking, "Yeah, Rome wasn't built in one day." Tell me, uh, are there, because we never really talked about um, the activities. Are there some that you would like to try? Because I know I suggested to you a lot of activities that we could do and that we did, but is there something that you would like to try or do?
Um, I see outside a lot. There are pigeons and city birds like that. But I want to see like colorful birds, really pretty ones. Maybe we could maybe draw them.
And she she thinks, well, mm, well, there is an aviary, not, well, I would say not that far, but everything is more or less far from here. But I know I know a place where there's actually quite a lot of bird. Like there's there's this bird. You know the one on the cereal box, the one with very big beak. They have one of those there.
Yeah, that's a really pretty bird.
Mm. And I remember when we went there for class purposes. Uh, they they are. I think actually it's really fun to see birds because people people see them and they just see birds, but every one of them has a little something that makes them special. Like there's this little bird. Um, what's this called again? It's it's a little bit it's a little bird that basically you you wouldn't think a lot of this little guy, um, because he's black with a little yellow beak, and basically he's actually a very good imitator. Like people generally thinks of parrots when they think about birds making human sounds that sound like voices, but this one, he he sounds very human-like and knows a lot of words. It's actually very funny.
Do the birds understand the human words?
Uh, I mm, I don't I don't think so. I think mm, what was ah yes, now I remember the name. It's a common heel, Mina. Um, it I think I think through it, um, what he likes is the sound, the vibration that it procures, and he mimic the sound that he probably finds interesting.
But he doesn't know what the sound means.
Mm, hmm. I should actually ask Ginger because she can actually talk with animals. Maybe maybe actually the bird he knows and he's just making fun of us by repeating what we say. That would be actually quite funny actually. But as for mm, other animals, I couldn't say it's if what they understand is a word, or if they associate word with gesture, like when you tell a dog to sit, where you've conditioned the dog to understand that the sound that you go with sit needs to go with a certain body motion. I feel like I need Fluffy now. Oh, where where's Daisy?
We're
It's
in an intermission. It's the thing that happens between acts of a movie or a play. We're in an intermission. So if you have any sodas or snacks or need for other facilities, do it now.
the show must go on.
But yeah. So a lot of feelings have been felt so far. A lot of things have been going on. It's been quite emotional.
Somehow I can definitely see this image with Ken commenting in his mind, like, yeah, this is definitely emotional.
Definitely emotional. I know what those look like.
uh Ken the magnificent bastard.
He is a lot of things.
that that he is. I have been informed that Daisy currently is standing looking blank as her eyes have the dreaded error Windows 98, and she will be back as soon as she can.
I mean, a lot of things happen when you try to program people, and sometimes that thing is random error 404 screens for the human mind.
uh, yeah, it happens. We need more good boys.
We do. They are a happy lot, the good boys.
Yeah, except that it's not common in Elwood.
And we're
There's
exiting intermission as we return to our regularly scheduled feelings.
Sorry.
it's
Did
it's
you hear
okay.
what I said before my computer blue screened?
No, the only thing that was going was I was talking about birds and sound and how probably we should ask Ginger if actually the Menat is making fun of everybody, thinking, "Ha! I understand what you're saying. I'm making fun of you."
Can you teach the bird to understand?
Mm, I don't know. Uh, mm, if I can't understand the bird, can the bird really understand me?
I don't know. I guess not.
Mm. But that's why in terms of animal handling, I think I would ask Ginger, considering that she can talk to them. From from what I've seen and understood from discussing with her, animals are actually pretty smart. It's just that our our language is completely different, and our mind don't think the same way. Pretty much as if you were talking with a computer who only speaks binary. You can't understand binary, but he still speaks, and you too. But if you don't speak the same language, it's quite hard to understand well, if you really understand each other. God, I'm reading. I should really think about better examples. As she muttered to herself.
Then you can learn binary. Can you learn to talk bird?
Well, I would say that if Ginger can talk to animals, that should be possible. Yes. And I mean,
Huh.
technically, you know, magic is a thing, so it shouldn't be that hard. We've seen, I think we've seen stranger things than, learning to talk to an animal. But if you want to learn, I'm I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure we can work on it. That can be an interesting project to have.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. Do you do you think animals would like me even though I'm fake?
And she she still frowns at the word fake because they had they had that discussion a lot about not using the F word, but probably it came to a point where I just gave up, thinking, okay, this is not gonna work. Not right now. I need to buy myself time. And she she will again squeeze Daisy's hand. Animals don't don't really make a difference between fake and real. They don't they don't think like that. When they see someone, they see a person and they will react to that person depending on how they are and how she is. If if you're interested in the animal and that the animal is interested in you and curious, he will not care. He he will not look at you differently because he will see you as a person. You're a human, like any other human it has seen. If you're nice, if you're nice to this animal, even if he is fearful, he will he will in time learn to trust you and he will allow you to stand next to him and even probably allow you to pet him a little bit. Animals, from what I've seen, are sometimes more real and genuine than humans. Humans likes to pretend a lot. They like to hide between layers of lies and deceive. But an animal is always true to its nature. If you're mean to the animal will be mean to you because you've been mean to it. It will not fake. It will not fake his feeling. So I think you shouldn't worry about animals being afraid of you or thinking less of you because they won't. As long as you are genuine and you're nice to them, I think they will return to you this affection.
She nods. I hope so. I really like animals.
Yeah, sometimes, hmm, sometimes I think they are way more nicer than people. Can I can I ask you a question about the others?
Yeah, but of course.
And she will still you know put a hand in the air. You know our agreement. If it's if it's bad memory or things that you don't feel comfortable with talking, you just need to say that you don't feel comfortable talking about them. I don't want you to think too much about what happened before and of the bad memories.
Okay, I think I can do that.
So there was you, me, and Rose, but the others. Do you know they are if they are other flowers, or are they more just more versions of us? Like are they just many more roses out there, many more violets, or are they their own flowers?
The the ones that they wanted to keep around, we were flowers, but the all the new ones, I don't know. I I just kind of hear numbers. I don't think they got flowers.
Hmm. So, and she makes a pause. So, was this why you were talking in numbers?
Uh huh. I felt them being born, and they would be given a number, and I said the number
Do
because that
you
was their name.
do you remember the full number?
There were lots of numbers.
Ah, okay. Don't worry about it. As she's she's thinking, would you? Because I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand exactly our situation here. From what the doctor said, the, the project was everything was left, everything was abandoned. So you know more about technocracy than I do. Do you think that um, that someone retook the project for themselves, or that their physical appearance is just a coincidence? That they just chose to use this appearance because it's easier to produce?
Um, well, we have other flowers, and one of them told me about it, or I felt it in her dream.
Hmm.
Her, she got a flower name. She, she's Clover, and said they look like her sisters for us. Because they knew that I was taken. So it,
Is
it's scary to have to kill yourself. I don't know. Maybe it was just a weird dream.
what was Shelby? What was the part about killing myself? What? I didn't catch the entirety of the phrase.
Oh, she said it's scary
Mm-hmm.
to think you have to kill a copy of yourself.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh, Tell me this flower that you dreamed about. When did you dream about her?
It was a while ago. I dream about flowers a lot and about the ones that were us before that didn't make it.
Oh, sweetie. And she will she will hug Daisy. Ah, why did, are you are you dreaming about them every night?
She nods.
Ah,
Ever since I opened my eyes, I dreamed about us. I saw you before I met you.
ah, and what what did you see?
I saw you living with people. It looked almost normal. It was a lot different than the lab where they fixed you if you did something wrong. I
She.
thought I
Sorry.
hated you, but you saved me, so I don't hate you. I kind of love you.
Yeah, she probably makes a long pause after that statement because, well, love and hate is definitely not something she would have thought would be in Daisy's vocabulary, because those are quite strong words. Well, I'm happy that you don't hate me. I love you too, little flower. I just want you to be safe and happy.
I want you to be too.
And she she will chuckle. uh, oh, Bob. Well, I guess we're gonna have to try our best.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
And we'll probably have to help the other two, even if, well, in their case, it's a little bit harder. But they're they're precious to me. I wouldn't want them to suffer.
Daisy nods. Yeah,
Hey, I I got an idea. Since since you want um to get since you want to start drawing, why don't we go to the store outside? That way you can get we can get you your own book that you would choose and your color crayon. Would you like that?
Yeah, yeah. I like getting to go outside. Even when it's cold and gray, it's a nice gray.
And she will smile. All right then, and let's go then. Let's get you some materials.
And Daisy will gently set the drawing that she was showing Violet down on the bed, and she'll go and put her shoes on and wait dutifully by the door for Violet to lead the way out.
And yeah, she will take Daisy by the hand with a little bag and a little bit of money, and they will live the great adventure of going to the store place where you have many many things that you can buy.
And with that, I think we will end our scene. Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, lurker, for lurking. This has been another scene for Living World of Darkness, the Flower Fields Train edition.